The following review is going to be on Transformers Studio Series Core Class Decepticon Frenzy Red. Stay tuned. Rodimusbill here, and today we're going to do a review on the Transformers Studio Series Core Class Decepticon Frenzy Red. Now this is from Transformers the movie back in 1986. First, we'll take a look at the package. Now, if you find this guy in the stores, make sure he's got two of the off-white guns there, and make sure he's got both pilot drivers and the robot. I got mine at GameStop where there's not too much traffic, and it's a very small place, but a big store like Walmart, Target gives people plenty of time to steal stuff. All right, so you got Studio Series, you got Frenzy in his robot mode with the pilot drivers, you got the Transformers logo, Transformers the movie logo, there is the core class designation, authentic Transformers, and you've got 9 steps. You got Frenzy in his robot mode without his pilot drivers, in his cassette tape mode, and then in his pilot driver mode. Alright, UPC. Now, let's get this guy opened. Let's see, easiest way to open these is right down the side. Now this box is a little beat up, but it was the only one that GameStop had, so, oh my god. What the heck? I've never had so much problems opening one of these core class before. Alright, first take a look at the pack, or the instruction booklet. Transformers the movie, Decepticon Frenzy Red. Alright, that's just junk in different languages. You can put his 2 guns on the side of his hands. And then here, it tells you how to transform his arms to put the pilot driver in. His 2 guns come on his back, and there he is in his pilot driver mode. And over here is transforming him into his cassette tape mode. And yes, I am old enough to know what cassette tape is. And here he is in the studio packaging. This is Blaster's communication setup. So, let's see. And that's pretty neat they do it. It's not really a display stand, but it's still color. It's still part of the movie. Even though they were barely in the movie, what, maybe a minute. A lot of these Transformers 80. I kind of wish they didn't do a Transformers 86 line. I wish they would have done like maybe a Transformers 83 or 84 was the first year that came out. And then do the 85 figures, and then work your way up to 86 would be the movie. And then 87 will be Return of Optimus Prime and the season number 3 and 4. Alright, so first, we're going to take a look at the guns. Okay, they are different, so you could put them on different sizes, and they have a 3mm peg right there. We'll put those to the side. Now for the pilot drivers, yes, they are hollow on one side, and painted all on the other side. So this guy is red and black, and it's got some cool detailed paneling. And I believe these are the exact same thing. And yes, what you can do is you can take these off if you felt like it. So, and that one you can take off too. And now for the Rumble or the Frenzy figure. I know there's the big contention was originally this guy was Rumble, the purple blue guy was Frenzy, and the cartoon is the one that messed it up. But the cartoon was canon, and everybody knows that Rumble is blue, Frenzy is red. So this guy is now Frenzy, and it's cute how they said Frenzy Red right on the package. Let's see, he's got a cool looking face. These very small figures. It looks like silver, red eyes, you got the black head. You got black and gold and a little Decepticon symbol on his chest. You get the 3 things on his crotch piece. Look at that, gold, red, and blue. So they've got some pretty cool colors in here for such a small figure. And on the back, legs are hollow. Yes, that's where his head folds in, but not bad. It's only a core class figure. So either $9.99 or actually this is $11.99 price point. But hey, no big deal. Now, for articulation, the head does go 360 degrees. You can look up, you can look down. And the arms are 360 degrees. They go up that much. Unfortunately, he doesn't have any elbow articulation. And yeah, you can rotate. It's on a ball joint, but that's about it. No waist rotation. The arm goes all the way up. Feet, you can kick that high forward, kick high that far back. You can do the whole split. Here, it's on a joint, so you can move this 360 degrees. And his feet are going to do more than 90 degrees due to transformation. And the foot goes up, but doesn't rock side to side. But still, what do you expect from a $10 or $11 figure? Now, as the instructions said, you can put this on the side of his hand, like that. And like that. Too bad you don't have holes in his hand so he can carry them like a robot or a gun. Or you can put them on the back. Just make sure you put the wings facing out because it's a lot easier. There you go. And there is Frenzy, just like you see him in the cartoon. Now next, we're going to take some of these blast effects and just, there you go. We can fit the small blast effects on them. And let's see the big ones. Too big, but there. Actually, they'll probably look better on his arms. Like, there you go. Bang, 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 bang. Okay. So, now we're going to do the next instruction is the pile driver. Which I'm actually glad they finally packaged this guy with pile drivers. We're going to put those to the side. So, you're going to per the instructions, put the arms like that. Turn them sideways, like so. And then fold the hands in. And then we're going to put the pile drivers on. Like, there. So we got one on. And then we'll do the other one. There we go. And we'll just pose them. Now, to get them the really good effect, you're going to have to, you kind of like bend the front. You bend them both like this to get them in a crouching stance. And then you can do this, have them up. And then, for effect, you can take some blast effects like that. And so now you have that boom, boom, that pile driving action. Now, if you want to do this, now, what you can do is I've seen this done before. How do I do this? There's a way you could, well, we'll just put them back together again. There. I know I've seen some people, there's a way where they take these off and you could put, I forgot how they did it. Oh, well, maybe if I remember, or I'll do a little short if I remember what they did. But for right now, let's just get them back like that. And we'll do some big pile driving. There we go. So we'll get some big old blast effects. And there is Frenzy causing an earthquake. But if you stand this guy up, obviously, of course, the pile drivers are just a little short. But when you take these off, no, it still does. I don't know. But there you go. And that is our Frenzy. Pretty cool little figure. Now I'm going to show you some other cassette tapes and some other core class figures too. And then of course we're going to bring in his Soundwave buddy. So hold on. And now our very first comparison has to be his brother Rumble Blue. So we got Rumble Blue and Frenzy Red. And then we're going to take a look at G1 Frenzy, which their heads never stayed up. And then while we're here, we're going to bring in the original Siege Frenzy, which completely different. I mean, night and day, but they're the same size in cassette tape mode. And then I'm going to bring in G1 Ravage. Like that. Ravage doesn't stand too good. He's so thin. Alright. This is now going to be Rewind Blastrix cassette tape. So there you go. Here is Rumble G1. Alright. Oh, let's see. We're going to bring in... This is the G1 Laserbeak and Buzzsaw. So that is how these guys size up. And then we're going to bring in Siege, Ratbat, and Laserbeak. So they've gotten smaller, but the transformation's gotten better. Since he's core class, we're going to bring in our core class 86 figures. We got Spike in an exosuit, and we got Wheelie. Now, obviously, they're not to scale. And then this is how big he is compared to, I don't have Soundwave, but I do have Sound Blaster. And speaking about Blaster, we're going to bring in Blaster Studio Series 86 also. Well, Kingdom Blaster, but he might as well be Studio Series 86. Alright, now let's transform into the cassette mode. Okay, now to transform Frenzy, we're going to remove these out of the way. And then we're going to take the back guns off. So, first step, we're going to take the head, rotate it 180 degrees. And we're going to pop it into the little compartment in the back. And then we're going to move the arms up like this. We're going to fold these little hands in. Sometimes they can be a pain to get out. And then we're going to shift these up. Like that. Now that's going to form the top of the cassette tape. Next we're going to do is we're going to take the legs and we're going to move the feet so they're both pointing out. Okay? And then lift by the hip. And then we're going to fold these here like this. So it looks like he's going to do a country dance. And then we're going to fold these up. Now what's going to happen is these two tabs here are going to fit on each side of this recess thing. So that one's in there, and we're going to pop this one in there. And then we're going to take the little feet, and we're going to fold them up. And now Frenzy is in his cassette tape mode. And he's pretty cool. I don't know if any of you guys even know what a cassette tape is, but they were pretty popular in my day. I was 11 when the Transformers came out, so I basically grew up on cassettes. And let's see. So this side, basically, you see his legs out here. You can still see the Decepticon symbol, his arms. And you got the blue, red, and silver. We don't really see much of the blue and the silver. And his leg, these are the side of his legs. So you don't really get to see a lot of this color when he's in robot mode. But you do when he's in this mode. And, let's see, while we're here, and he can fit inside Soundwave, he can fit inside, this is Sound Blaster, he can fit inside Sound Blaster, or we're going to bring in Blaster over here, and they are compatible with Blasters and cassette tapes too. All right, and if you want, you can put these on the wings. That's how I usually store them. Let's see. You store that in there, and you can store that in there. All right, now let's do some cassette comparisons. Now, for comparison, first we're going to bring out his buddy, Rumble. So now we have our two original cassette tapes right there. Now, this was the original Rumble from the Siege. Same mold, just different coloring. There, like that. So it looks a little different. Then we're going to bring in, these are Rumble from G1. This is actually a reissue of G1. And they got the color scheme pretty close. It's just like a small version of it. Here is Rumble from Phase 1. Frenzy Rumble. I'm going to always screw these things up. So, here is the other cassette tapes that go with this size. You've got Ratbat and you've got Laserbeak right there. And then you've got the original cassette tapes. This is Buzzsaw and Buzzsaw and Laserbeak. Here we go. Yeah. And we'll take these off. Showing you all my cassette tapes, all the different sizes here. There's Buzzsaw. There. Buzzsaw and Laserbeak and the G1 reissues. So the tapes got a little smaller, but a lot better articulation. And here is Ravage from G1. And this is the new Ravage from the Siege. There you go. Just show you all the cassettes. And we're going to bring in Studio Series 86 Core Class Wheelie. Just because he's the other 86 core combiner. Or core class. And then I don't have Soundwave, but I got Sound Blaster. And as you can see, he fits right inside. So that is Sound Blaster. These things are. And then I'm going to bring in Blaster, because this is going to be eject or rewind or eject. I forget which one it is. And that is Blaster's cassette tapes. They transform differently, which is pretty cool. They have their own little form of transformation. All right, and that is it for our cassette tape modes. And if you're new to my channel, or if you're a subscriber, you know that I always do the reverse transformations. I do that because sometimes it's a lot harder to go from one mode to the other. And reviewers that don't show you both ways are doing you a disservice. I mean, for this guy, it's not really that much of a stretch. But we'll just take the leg. We'll straighten it out. We'll turn it. And you just got to get a fingernail and put the leg out. So the other one, pull this down, turn it. There we go. And we'll free up that leg. And then let's pull out. There's a little, you got to get your thumb probably in the end like that. Not so much on this side, but at the very, very tip of it. Pull the thumb out. There we go. And then pull the arms down. Mine stick, which is, I guess it's pretty good though, they stick. And then the head, again, you got to get your thumbnail in the head, turn around, do that. And now Frenzy is back. So I'm glad we got the two brothers back together again. So we'll just bring in Rumble again, and we'll stick these back on them. There we go. So there's our two Earthquake brothers. And they look good together. You know, I usually don't like to get two of the same mold, but these guys are special. Now, I will say that Rumble looks more cartoonish just because the colors, I mean, they're more bright colors. But, you know what? I got his legs backwards. How'd that happen? Oh, well, it doesn't matter. Just so you know, you can, let me just flick to Sky real quick. There we go. Again, that will happen. You'll mistransform them and stuff. And I like them. They look good together. They really do. And I put them in pile driver mode. Again, you just put them out to the side. You fold the hands in. Let's get his pile drivers going. And then we'll see what they look like both. First, we crack the shell, and then we get the nut inside. That's what they were saying during the Transformers movie. So, there's one guy, and then we'll do his brother. Either Frenzy or Rumble. You know, to me, Rumble will always be blue. But I remember from the old toys, you know, when they sold them, it was always Frenzy. Even the Walmart reissues, the Frenzy was the blue and Rumble was the red. But I'm glad that, you know, Hasbro has the sense of humor to do Rumble blue and Frenzy red on the packaging. So, and that is it. So, I really, really like these guys. I guess there was no way they could have done the pile drivers in with the robot mode, but that's asking too much. But still, I like them. I'm glad they finally gave us a nice pile driving set, you know, without busting the bank on them. And I thought the core class price point was the perfect price to do it. Perfect. These core class figures are good. Now, the same price point they used to do the 2-packs, but these are special and prices have gone up since then. So, all right, I hope you like this review. It's a quick little review on Frenzy Red, the Transformers 1986, the movie core class figure. So, like and subscribe, turn on those notifications, turn that bell, hit that bell to get notifications. Again, we do Transformers, we do Funko Pops, I do new toy sightings, I do a whole bunch of stuff, over 1,000 videos on the channel. Check them out, check out all my different playlists, and if there's a link below to buy this guy, feel free to do so, or any others. I don't do YouTube for a living, I do it for fun for right now, but eventually I'd like to get there. But it's all thanks to you people, my viewers, and my subscribers. All right, so I guess Frenzy is going to say, first we crack the shell, and then we get the nuts inside. Rodimusbill out.